Welcome, Capricorn. My name is Veronica Virgo, and you are on the Very Virgoan channel. If this is your first time, welcome. It's nice to have you in my house, and I hope I can impart some useful information to you. If you are revisiting, thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe, any of you who are watching, because I am building this channel from the ground up. I do apologize to those who are returning for not being able to do the new moon reading. My back was out, so I wasn't really able to sit for very long there for a few days, but I'm doing better, and I'm back to give you some intergalactic info, hopefully. Just a quick note about this deck that I'm using tonight. It's the Mystical Cat Tarot, very whimsical and fun. I just fell in love with this deck a while back, actually, and I've been waiting to treat myself with it, so I'm going to treat you with it tonight as well. I'll also be reading from the Star Codes Astro Oracle book here for a one-card reading, and I'll be finishing off with the tarot dice. So let's get into your September reading, 5-card reading: career, finances, health, love, and a little bit of advice. So here we go. Capricorn, the Empress. Look at that kitty. She is so happy and in her element, taking care of her little tiny kitties. So this card represents like a real sort of inner beauty, luxury, often creativity, even fertility, right? Because she's nursing her cats. Now, I see your career, what you're doing right now or what you're moving into, given this kitty kind of looking at the camera, as it were, as something that's very, you either work in like a high-end luxury environment, or you might even work as like a OBGYN or a nurse in that area. But it's very well suited to who you are, Capricorn, not only as an earth sign and enjoying material things, things of the earth, things that are very grounded, but you're good at what you do. You're very good at what you do, and I think depending on what we see in the finances, it might be very lucrative for you. Seems like you're in your element. Earth King. Look at that. That's actually the cover of the guidebook for this tarot deck. So the pentacles correspond with the earth cards. And as the king, it's totally fitting. So as the Earth King, here with the pentacles, I mean, this is totally fitting with what I was describing here. It's a card of prosperity. Someone who has had quite a few achievements. I mean, you're kind of the king of abundance here, Capricorn. You're doing all right. Why are you here for a reading? Let's see how it ties into your health. You should be very proud of the work that you do. 9 of C. Look at this dreamy kitty. I'm loving this. So the C cards correspond with cups. It's 3, right? Nope, 9. The 9 of cups is about, again, so, I mean, kind of luxurious space, except this is more like an emotional satisfaction. We've got kitty dreaming of what? Fishes and fountains and shrimp and another kitty and mice, right? Like the luxurious dreams of the kitty. Man, this is all coming up so good for you. Gosh, Capricorn. The only thing I would say here is maybe a prescriptive kind of thing, since this is your health card, is you might want to do a dream journal or something of that nature. If you're feeling, at all disconnected or questioning, your space in life, like, well, I've had all this luck and luxury and personal satisfaction, like, I want someone in my life to share it with. Or what should I do? Like, should I be more altruistic? What should I do? Take a dream journal and write down every morning when you wake up, or record in your phone your images from your dreams, and that might help inform you. Plus, it's just a really healthy thing to do. It's sort of like a brain dump. It's almost like I mean, it really is a journal, but it's like journaling without journaling, because it's coming from the deepest parts of your subconscious. And you might learn something about yourself, or how you might share your gifts further. Okay, looking at love. 3 of Sky. Okay, I knew something had to come in here that added a little question mark to things. So the Sky cards are, they're correspondent with swords. Okay, and we've got some kitties here that are kind of disconnected from each other, but there's kind of a collective mess there on the bottom. So we've got some, I mean, we have a break, right? We have a break at the bottom. And you could take that as heartbreak, or like breaking away from someone else. Maybe some grief. I think the black kitty there is feeling some grief. And then we've got the kitty at the top that's knocking over something else, is getting ready to break something else. So this tells me why you're here for a reading. You're personally successful. You got a lot going on. You're feeling a lot of satisfaction and accomplishment in your life, but you may have just gone through a really dramatic breakup. It might have even been that you lost your partner to someone else, and you're wondering why, Capricorn. It's like, I'm so successful in my life. I have all this love and luxury to give another person. Why would they leave me? Why would they leave me? And I'm so sorry that that's happened to you. But you know what? Do this dream journaling. Not only is it going to help you discover some things about yourself, maybe part of why the relationship broke up. If they just left you for someone else, they're just an ass. And I'm sorry to say that, but you know, maybe there was some deep-seated problems in the relationship that you hadn't talked about, or being a Capricorn, you were somewhat stubborn about. I'm not saying it was your fault, but it always is good to look back on a relationship and think about what part you might have played, even if it's minor, okay? So I would say the subconscious exercise is, if nothing else, going to help you get past this loss. Because Cap, you have got a lot to give, and not just because you have money, okay? You're really good at what you do. You have a lot of discernment, and you're able to see beautiful things and make beautiful things through the work that you do. Make things beautiful through the work that you do. There we go. Here's your advice. 5 of Sky. Okay, so again with the swords, it's funny because this deck is so well shuffled, but then these cards were right together. There's some sneakiness going on in this card. This cat looks like he or she has been ambushed. At the same time, look at this cat. This is like a show cat. This is one of those hairless kitties. So you might think about, and I don't think I'm talking to everyone here, but you might think about how this sort of lifestyle could be seen by some as you're kind of a win at all costs person. I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for. Like, the life of luxury might communicate, I don't know, snobbery. And my guess is this is less about how you present yourself and more about how people perceive you. And while that's not your fault, sometimes you may need to present yourself as more accessible so that people aren't intimidated by you. I know that's not fair. People should be open enough to understand that we're all in different economic stratas. different life experiences and that sort of thing. But if there is any possibility, Capricorn, that maybe you've lorded your lifestyle, your work, your income, your social standing over your partner, that could possibly be at the crux. Because look, this cat's turning over a really big, expensive crystal. You know, your partner might have smashed some shit on their way out because they know that you care so much about material things that they want to destroy them. And that isn't pretty, but if that is all true, think about, look at this cat's eyes. If it can focus good enough. I don't know if it's focusing good enough. The cat looks really hurt in its surprise. And you may not even be cognizant of the sort of subconscious signals that you may have sent or are sending. So it may behoove you to take a look at that and think about how you can be the person that you are, not be ashamed of the person that you are, but how you might present yourself in a way with your feelings first and your standing second in emotional relationships. Okay, let's take a look at your star code card. Aries, act. Now, I don't know if you have Aries in your chart at all, but if you do, take a look at that, do reading online or whatever to find out about where that is. Like if it's in your rising or your Venus or whatever, take that into account in listening to this. Here's your action. Begin. Move into new territory. Cut to the chase. Be a hero. Feel the call to action and thoughtfully respond. Clear the air and clear the decks. Be crisp and to the point. Shoot from the hip. Set healthy boundaries just by being vibrantly alive. Express affection enthusiastically, spontaneously, and passionately. Here's your challenge. Accidents increase when you are in a hurry, rushing through a project, or impatiently distracted. This flammable temperament can spark inspiration or spark a conflagration. Proceed with caution. Here's your gift. Aries marks the beginning of spring in the northern hemisphere. After a long, dark winter, the dead landscape becomes alive. Plants that were shorn of leaves or dormant now breathe new life. This is a brave miracle, and it can be your miracle. Feel the flowing inner life force, trust this divine direction, and summon the courage to begin. So I think this is telling you, if you want this person back, and they deserve to be taken back, do something spontaneous. Surprise them. Do something that you never thought you'd do and that they would never think you would do. A grand romantic gesture. But remember, it doesn't have to be luxurious. You don't have to whisk them off to Costa Rica. Do something simple. You remember that old Madonna video, Material Girl? And at the end, she goes with the guy that drives her in the pickup truck and brings her flowers. That's actually what she wants. I think that's what this person wants too. So if you have any interest in getting back with this person, I think this is the place to act. Let's see, Capricorn, what your tarot... Okay, we got Pisces. We have 1. So if you are a Capricorn born in January, I think that is particularly resonant. And Mercury. Okay, Pisces here might be this person. Now you have to remember, Pisces are watery. They're emotional. They're intuitive. They're also pains in the ass. I love Pisces actually, but they can be a difficult, for us earth signs, they can be very difficult because they think we're too analytical and too clinical, and we think they're too moody. But yet, like, my rising is Cancer, so I probably have an easier time than maybe you do. I don't know, with Pisces. And I've had some experience, let me tell you. But anyway, if this person is Pisces, with your action, you need to figure out with the Mercury how to communicate in a way that will get them back on your side. So maybe the pickup truck ride with the flowers like a material girl, but spend some time parking somewhere over a lovely landscape that you can look out at, a sunset. I mean, it sounds corny, but this shit works. I mean, it does. It sort of digs into the deepest parts of our romantic self. Tell this person how you feel. Tell this person how you feel, Capricorn. And don't leave anything out. If you want to take care of them, tell them you want to take care of them, but you still want them to feel like an independent soul, and that you never realized that your status was threatening to them. So I think this is a really good reading for you, Capricorn. I think you should celebrate who you are while at the same time thinking of how you can be perhaps more considerate of the people that are close to you through your conversation, through your actions, and start that dream journal. That's going to help you. Maybe you'll find some things to say through your dreams. Thank you so much for watching. Please come back and watch again, Capricorn, and I will see you soon.